In a small village nestled among rolling green hills and sparkling streams, there lived a young man named David. Strong, swift, and quick witted, he was admired for his intelligence, but his arrogance weighed heavily on those around him. David believed no challenge could ever be too great for him. His words were firm, often sharp, and his confidence, though impressive to some, kept others at a distance. On the far side of the hill, in a moss covered cabin, lived an old man named Silas. He had no wealth, no extraordinary talents that drew attention, yet he possessed something few recognized: patience and wisdom. He walked slowly through the fields, feeling the earth beneath his feet, listening to the wind rustle through the trees and watching the sky's shifting colors. Every movement was deliberate, every word carefully chosen. One morning, a traveler arrived in the village. He wore simple clothes, yet his eyes shimmered with mystery. In his hands, he carried a wooden box, etched with ancient symbols. Gathering the villagers in the square, he announced, "This box holds a riddle. Whoever opens it will receive the seed of a special tree. That tree will bear fruits capable of sustaining a lifetime. But beware, it is not only strength or intelligence that will unlock it. Patience, observation, and humility are required." The villagers exchanged glances, and many stepped forward to try. Hours passed, yet no one succeeded. Some gave up, weary and defeated. Others shrugged, frustrated. David heard the news and approached the traveler with full confidence. "Let me see this box. No one has opened it, but I certainly can." He said this with a smile that barely concealed his arrogance. The traveler handed him the box and spoke calmly. "Remember, young man, this box cannot be opened by force of mind or hand alone. It demands something more." David laughed impatiently. "More than my intelligence? Impossible." And he began to manipulate the box with frantic energy. He twisted latches, tapped it, tried tricks, tried brute force, but the box would not yield. Hours slipped by. The sun dipped low, and David, frustrated, threw the box to the ground. "This is useless," he shouted. "No small object can defeat me." And he turned away, resolved to abandon the challenge. Silas, watching from afar with calm, steady eyes, approached slowly. Seeing the old man, David laughed loudly. "You, a frail old man? You won't achieve a thing?" He scoffed, barely thinking. But Silas did not respond with anger. He only smiled. "Shall we see then?" And reached out his hands to the box. The traveler nodded, and Silas began his work. He did not touch the box hurriedly. He studied each carving, each curve of the wood. He breathed deeply, letting his hands rest lightly on its surface, feeling its energy. He did not try to conquer the box. He sought only to understand it. Hours passed. The wind swept over the hill, and the villagers watched, captivated. Silas murmured softly, almost speaking to the box itself, "Show me your secret, without fear, without haste." Then, a gentle click echoed. The box slowly opened, revealing a golden seed. The traveler smiled with approval, and the villagers gasped in awe. David, red with shame and anger, stepped forward. "Please give me a chance. I can care for the seed as well as you," he pleaded, nearly desperate. Silas looked into the young man's eyes and spoke with quiet certainty. "Some lessons cannot be given to those who are not ready to learn. The opportunity has passed, but the experience remains." David fell to his knees, feeling the weight of his arrogance. He realized that strength and intelligence alone were not enough. Patience, humility, and respect, even for seemingly simple things, were as vital as any skill. Over time, Silas planted the seed in his garden. Every day he tended it carefully, observing the soil, speaking to it as though it were alive. And as promised, the tree grew. Its fruits were sweet, nourishing, and plentiful, bringing sustenance and joy to the old man and to anyone who approached with a sincere heart. David, meanwhile, continued his life, but never forgot the lesson. He learned to observe the world more closely, to listen, and to respect the time required for things to unfold. He still yearned for great accomplishments, but now he understood that arrogance could close doors that talent alone could never open. And so, he learned that arrogance can make us lose precious opportunities, and that true strength often lies in patience, humility, and the ability to wait for the right moment. He never forgot that lesson, and his heart, once filled with vanity, began to open to the wisdom that only time and attention can offer.